Okay, welcome to lesson number 2. In lesson number 1, we looked at the different functions of the program that we've downloaded, and now we're going to start and see how we write our first program. So let's again just look at this bottom right side here. We are going to look at sprite. So if I click on sprite, choose a sprite, I can go in there and I can actually click and choose more than one sprite that I want on my screen. So let's go to animals. I like this little beetle, so let's click on this little beetle. And now we see it appears next to the sprite there in our list of sprites that we have available, and it will appear on our stage there. So now we can actually write two programs. So you'll see the beetle is highlighted there, and there you'll see the beetle. So whatever code we write is going to be for the beetle here. And if I click on the cat will appear there. And whatever code we write here is going to be for the cat. So we can actually write programs, and these two sprites can interact with each other on our stage. And we can maybe make a little story for ourselves on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm just first going to delete the beetle there. So I'm going to click on the beetle, and there's a little dustbin that says delete or erase. So we are going to delete the beetle, and then we just have our one sprite, that little scratch cat there. Okay, so let's look at backdrops. I've showed you in the previous video a little bit about the backdrops, but we're going to choose one now. So last time we chose the little bedroom. So now we are going to go all the way down, and we are going to choose the XY grid. I just want to show you guys there the XY grid. We're going to choose that one, and then it appears on the back of our stage there. And now we can actually see X here comes to minus 240 and Y is 0, and X here is plus 240 and Y is 0, and there again we get X 0, Y 180. So that's the maximum, and Y minus 180. I think in the previous video I said 200. So that comes down to 180 and minus 180 for Y. So let's make our sprite a little bit smaller. So I'm going to click here on the size, and I'm going to make my sprite a little bit smaller. Okay, so let's start by writing a program to let our sprite move or make steps in a square. Okay, so first we're going to click on events, and we're going to show there when spacebar is pressed. When spacebar on your keyboard is pressed, it must move. So let's first say okay, it must move 100 steps. There's 100, so it must move to there. So we're going to say move 100 steps. Okay, and it looks in direction of 90. So there's our direction 90. So it looks to that side. So it's going to move in that direction. And then we want it to turn 90 degrees. 90 degrees is it's going to turn, and it's going to look down. Okay, so that's a right angle. So if I click the spacebar now, my cat is going to move to the first line, the 100 steps line, and it's going to turn 90 degrees and look down. But now it happened so fast, we couldn't really see what the sprite did. So I like to do this, and I like to put a 1 second block after each move block, just to see what my sprite does. So let's just reset it here. We can reset it to 0 and Y 0, and it must look into the direction of 90. Okay, so there we go. So let's just press spacebar again. That's it. And you know, you guys, what's nice about this video is you can actually pause the video and then go to your program and write the program quickly and test it and come back to the video. So you guys can switch between the two screens and just test your program as the video continues. Okay, so you can easily pause it and go write your code, test it, and come back to the video. Okay, let's just see. I don't want to reset my cat the whole time by typing in 0, making it go to the direction 90. We can write a simple code to do that for us. So if we click on events and I say, okay, when the little green flag is clicked, you must go to x0, y0. So there's x0, y0. And you must point in the direction 90. Okay, so let's just test it again with the spacebar. There's the spacebar command. I'm going to test it. That's it. There it turns again. And now instead of doing it ourselves here and correcting it by typing it in, we're just going to click the green flag. And then it will pull back to the middle for us. Okay, so let's just finish it quickly. And let's just say we want our little cat to move in a square. So now I'm going to teach you quickly to copy these little blocks that we have. You can copy all 4 of them by clicking your right button, mouse button on the top block, and you're going to click it and it's going to say duplicate, and you click on duplicate and then you can move it down. You can click on it again, duplicate, and then it will move down, and then you can click it again, duplicate, and it will move down. Okay, so let's just see quickly. I'm going to reset it again. Let's see if when I press the space bar, and now it should do a full square for me. Let's see. There we go. And now it's not even necessary to reset it because it's already back at our position that we have. We go, okay, let's just test it again and see if I make this a little bit shorter. And let's test it again. Go. Oh, see, now it stops in the middle there. But now what I want is I want it to go to 0, 0 again. So I just click on the little flag there and it will go to 0, 0 again. Okay, so you guys can play on this grid a little bit, make some shapes for yourself that your cat or your sprite must move. Choose different sprites that you want to test with, choose different backdrops, and you guys can play a little bit with it. And I'll see you in lesson number 3. Thank you.